Hello everybody, welcome in. This is Challenge Mode Engaged, and this is the only T-Bro. Here in some Crusaders Kings 3. It's been a while. Been kind of out of the gaming world for a bit, other than for personal enjoyment is probably the best term. But I kind of recently picked up some CK3, really been wanting to play it, and just kind of wanted to play it back on the channel. So I have a couple different ideas currently formulating in my head for this. The first one was a pretty simple one. Crusader Gods 3. Basically the Hellenic Pantheon, as you can see over on the right hand side. We worship the Hellenic faith. Coming back to the world of Crusader Kings. I felt like that was a pretty simple one. The challenge being that our landless adventurer, Gaia, the birth of the Greek Pantheon, basically, kind of got lost when she came back. So we're going to start in basically the farthest off place from the possible, Mount Olympus, which I believe is right here. Or right here. It's in here somewhere. We'll see when we start. I will say this is also the first time I've been using this OBS, so if you notice issues in the recording, I will obviously play it back and listen to a bit, but if you noticed issues, please let me know. I'm more than happy to kind of work with that and change it and fix it for the future. So for CK3, I obviously haven't put too much money into it, but I have some things. So Roads to Power, we're starting as Landless Adventure. Tours and Tournaments, it just is super fun. It's a great way, even as a Landless Adventurer, to kind of like really gain skills. And it's just, cool. Like, you get a fight in a tournament. I think that's pretty straightforward. And I am a Northern boy myself, Scandinavian heritage, so I've got the Northern Lords. I also, like playing pagans that can just attack everything. But yeah, so let's get in and meet our Mistress Gaia. So we will talk about this in a second. So Gaia herself, there isn't a lot of written about her. If you go and check out Wikipedia, there's not much to be said. One big thing is she's super fecund. She basically births the entire Pantheon. So she has a physical trait of fecund. And she's also kind of involved in a couple different stories. Helps out Rhea with, Zeus. Also has a different little story about... I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. Cutting off the genitalia of her lover... I think it's Uranos. I want to get it right, but yeah, Uranos with one of her sons helps her do that. So I gave her the intricate web weaver. We're already going to be starting a pretty hard difficulty with A, where we are. Our culture and, religion being pretty low. And since there's not much known about her, I have a pretty low level for everything else. I also didn't give her any traits because there's not really any traits. And we can kind of pick those up, I believe, while we play. I know you could in CK2, but we'll really see in CK3. I haven't tried this itself. I was actually hoping to just start with a 15-year-old and let them age into 16 and get their own trait, but apparently that doesn't work because they don't like you to do that, as we'll find out. So, let's see. One other thing about this, and they are the Theogony family. That is one of the places, one of the big books written on them. Anyways, one of the things is it'll really be trying to play the character themselves, so that's why I'm hoping she gains traits, so we can play a lot of what she wants. Our main goal is obviously to end up back in Mount Olympus and there, but, maybe we'll go to... Maybe we'll go to Japan, because we're here. We might as well go check it out. This is the latest expansion, I believe. I don't have that one. But we can still go there, cause some issues, and have fun. I also kind of tried to make her stand out, so she's got bright red eyes, bright red hair. Um, then we could probably tell who our children are if something happens in the future. Alrighty, so the path ahead stretches on and on. The lonely winding thread twining the distant horizon. My camp is quiet, just a few scattered tents. Strangers and hangers on rise. Most of the miscellaneous chaff that flit in and out of the group on the road with each new settlement. Few faces catch my eye as ones I recognize, at least in more than passing. So this kind of just basically gives us followers at the start, I believe. They would be of the local culture. Oh, I'm going to have to go and change something quickly. Did not realize that was a thing. Huh. Okay. Sorry. Came back. I didn't realize nudity was a thing that was in this game, and I really don't think that they would be too happy on YouTube if I had that. So, that's been changed. But yeah, so these are some locals. I think it's just like we'll find people as we start. So let us start nice and easy with that. So there's a lot of decisions here. Our realm, our camp itself, pretty straightforward. Ooh, I haven't seen this background. I've played a little bit. I think maybe about 100 years as one adventurer, so I do know somewhat what's going on. Our military, we have absolutely nobody. So we are just Gaia. Currently, we have nobody for there. Obviously, we have nobody. Our tribes, nobody in our tribe, our camp, I should say. But I knew this was here. Visit tribal holding. So let's go check it out. And hopefully we can find somebody in the tavern. We'll start with just hearing a story, and that's a story for another time. We can either, take some points from the story itself, martial lifestyle experience, or exotic martial for 3 years, which is a lot of martial. I mean, I don't know if we're going to go down martial. She is an intricate web weaver, which we should probably select that itself. Has to looter trait is one thing I've found is, especially in wit, is easy to get, and it's kind of useful. More monthly lifestyle experience if you can get to 65, which it's just money. Or we can just lose stress. I think we're going to try and keep our money for now and see who we can kind of find. Well, we're in the middle of Indonesia, and we found a Jewish fellow. Interesting. So we can start with Arya Tunggal Ningrat. Wait, do we have the money for this? That every single one of them... Oh, other than this lady at the end, who is also Hellenic in Troy, which I think we'll take her because she's free. The other two will put us into debt. So let's take this lady who is also, of our same culture and heritage. We have full provisions, so I don't think we can get supplies, but we will look for a couple opportunities. They're both criminal contracts. I don't know if we want to go down that road to start. And I've also noticed there seems to be issues with them spawning, because I don't see them. There's supposed to be 2 criminal contracts. Are they somewhere else on the map? Can we see them? No. So, I don't know if that is just an issue that we can't see. Maybe they're too high of level. That's why we can't see them as well. But we have a simple one. Oh, we have a criminal contract. I don't think we're going to start with that yet. So, I should look at the top. What do we have? We have no player here. Kind of obvious. We just started. We don't have a husband. And as much as, Gaia in Legend just popped out, everybody, we can't do that in this game, from the rest of my knowledge. I don't think that's a possibility, and I don't think Nezarate would really be able to help. I don't know if that's correct either, but please inform me if I am wrong. So, obviously, no player error, no chosen lifestyle. Like I said, we should maybe... So, hooks are useful. I know that. Fertility, that would be great, but again, we don't have a husband. I don't plan on just jumping into a marriage unless we can find a really good one. Seduce phase. I don't find these too useful. The first couple, these ones might be a little bit useful, like getting truth as relative, digging for dirt, and then golden obligations would be very useful. I think, honestly, I've been really liking this, trying it. Martial or diplomacy is actually also fairly decent. Just trying to read these really quickly. I've seen a couple, but not a great. I think this is a very useful one to get for diplomacy, but I think at the start, I don't know how long it is that we can really go, and that before we can change. I think I'm gonna go with learning. No. Let's just go with intrigue. Kind of get up, maybe get these two, and as we travel, maybe we can pick up enough experience to get gold, because that will at least allow us to recruit people with money. What else do they want us? Well, yeah, obviously we have a few champions. Can we force that lady into being a champion for us? No. So we have two ladies. That's what we've got, and they're suggesting we move our compact or our camp for contracts, and no criminal contract. So yeah, I think Wanderers is probably the best for us. Explorers, actually, where we are, Explorers might be the safest, because I'm thinking we'll just kind of like island hop for now. Maybe we'll go here, and up. Just kind of see what's going on in this area. I have not played here. I don't know anything cool going on. So I think we'll go Explorers just for that sea danger. Yeah, I think that one's probably the best, just to reduce that and kind of make it quicker for us to travel. So we'll just hop, and I think this duchy is the biggest one here. That we have just one danger. Can we just... She is terrible. I don't want to make her the caravan master because she is terrible, and to revoke it later. She's poor there. Is she good for anything? She's a good stooge. She's a good stooge. We can make fun of her. I don't know if that's a good idea. Special options. Does she get, like, unhappy? Is there, like, an opinion? Effective stooge, minus 2.5. Special options in events. Humiliate the stooge decision, which we wouldn't want to do. That's just mean for... What's her name? Nezarati. I'm just going to call her Nazi for now. So yeah, let's just move. I think that's probably the best place for us to head to. We've already visited the tribal holding here. And we'll just go there. Travel options. I think Scout for Talent is a decent one, but I think we're purely by water, so that might not help us. Because free people are nice. So let's just start hopping. So yeah, I have played one campaign in CK3 years ago. I played Crusader Elder Kings 2, and that was a long time ago. I think that was almost 2 or 3 years ago when I first picked up the game, just to play Elder Kings. And then I have, played 100 or so years. I think I got to about 1000 AD from the 872 start. I played one person, and then as their child, I pressed on Jerusalem, and they died. So that didn't, work out too well for me in the end. But I kind of came up with this idea. I have one other idea as well. I'm going to try and refine it for maybe another series afterwards, but we'll see. See how I'm feeling and see how I'm actually doing and getting along. So we got absolutely nothing, but Nezerade got a cat. She likes the pussy, apparently. Actually. Oh, we can actually see that. No, she does not. Okay. So, there's another criminal contract. So maybe that is what showed up on the map. And I hope it didn't, switch out what was there. While we're here, so there is a couple things. Oh, Divine the Stars. Let's just always Divine the Stars. I think what we should do is use the Divine the Stars as what, she would do. She's a god, right? She's a goddess. Well, I believe she's more of a titan, but, what does the future hold in store? She is suspicious of others. I mean, we're in the right stage. Monthly intrigue lifestyle experience, 25% up. A little bit more intrigue, a little bit lower diplomacy. It's going to be hard to talk people into giving us stuff. But let's visit Tribal Holding, see if maybe there's another free person. So let's go to the tavern. Let's try hearing a story. Again, we're going to just take the top. I think these are always the same three. So there's a stress loss, Hasta Looter, wit trait for gold, and then, rolling it for an opportunity. This one's for intrigue instead of martial. So I don't know if it's based on what you're doing for your lifestyle, but maybe. So let's see. I'm going to just, choose the top one for now. We got exotic intrigue. So base value plus one? Oh, that was like half of our intrigue in one go. So, who is available? Let's skip that. We have... Wait, can I afford anybody? 90, 95. We got Puti Ishani. I think this is left, middle, right. So, we have a wise man who is tough soldier, so we might be able to make him be one of our soldiers. High learning, high stewardship. I think we're gonna ask him because it's free. And he's a defender. Okay, so we got another person. We can go to the supplies. We can buy them for 23. That's half our money, or we can try stealing them. Fuck. Well, that's a great way to start, right? Okay, so there's a treasure hunt or nothing. Ooh. I mean, we just tried to steal stuff and it didn't go well, so I don't know if we want to do this. Ambush travelers, that sounds like it's martial. Martial prowess or intrigue challenges. But it's also a criminal contract. I've still I'm done here, back to camp. Oh, okay. I thought that was one that came up. What? So they really want us to be a criminal. Maybe we go down that path. I mean, we did start as an intrigue person. So retired treasure hunter Puti needs help. Is that the Puti we just hired? No. Locating one final elusive hoard. This will remain valid as long as you have the treasure map in your possession. Okay. So for qualified success, we get paid 50. We lose 65 stress. Because this would put you above your provisions capital. Oh. So that's just provisions. Okay, whoa, guys. Let's calm down. I guess I haven't been pausing. I don't think I don't think any of these will work. We've got a 4% chance. 8%? Nah, I think we're just gonna reduce the stress, take some prestige. It has come to my attention, my lady, that you may be in need of some of my talents. My new acquaintance, Demophanes. Another Hellenic Trojan? Will probably say yes. Let's see. Ho! This man knows how to intrigue. He is a lustful, gluttonous, deceitful person. I don't see why we would say no. I don't think we will. Well, we'll say yes. And what we might do. Pause. Okay, so we've now got 4 people. I also. Oh, he's a guest. I mean, we could recruit him or we could just marry him. Can't I? Oh. It's like, can we just marry him to her? Wait, okay, so. This treasure, there's a lot of things going on. Let's see, we have to pay him 25 gold, which is about half of the gold we have. You know what, she has a lot of time. We'll just keep him around for help right now. Okay, it's starting to look like we might go down the criminal path. The only problem is I don't want to do that when we don't have a husband or son, when we don't have somebody else to play us. So let's just take this one first. Where are we going? So, okay, walks up to me and pats my shoulder. Such a good lass. I truly appreciate your aid in this one final excursion. I mean, she's clearly seen some things in her life. She hands over a tattered treasure map, the wrinkles around her eyes softening as she smiles. It may not look like much, but I wrestled with corruption itself to obtain this. Interesting backstory. Treat it with care. Pausing for a moment and let the words sink in, the old woman then cackles. Whenever you're ready, we have a treasure to dig up. Okay, let's head out. Oh god, how far is this going to be? Okay. This is like halfway across the frickin' world. We're here. They want us to go way out here. I didn't realize it was going to be that far. Is it there? I mean, we'll equip it so we get some prestige, but is there any way to tell? I realize we have 4 criminal contracts. I now have already lost where we're trying to go. Oh, is it because we have the explorers? Let's see. Yeah, I like how it doesn't tell me where I need to go anymore. Well, we'll eventually. Oh, it's there. There it probably is. Where do you? Oh. Okay. Well, that's how I find it, apparently. So it's somewhere in here. There it is. They want us to go there. I mean, just let's see how long would it take to travel there. I don't think we're going there today. Huh. We could get halfway there. Interesting. I don't think we're gonna do that. not quite yet, because I believe you can have that and another thing going at once. So let's just try one of these confidence tricksters. The wise, sagacious, and perceptive Bupati Majin of Tamboiko wishes entertainment for a season, limited lodgings provided if you meet his discerning tastes. This requires you to complete a diplomacy scheme. Okay, so diplomacy. I have not tried any of these contracts. I'll warn you, I use some really easy ones. Success gives us gallows bait. Well, game wants us to do it. Eee. Let's see, can we... Is there anything above average other than stooge, which I still feel like is maybe not the nicest thing. Let's just give it to him. It's a free thing. I'll lose a little bit of prestige, but that, I think, only helped our speed. Okay, any other thing we can do? Nah. Let's cross our fingers and hope. I do that a lot, I will admit. Travel to accept, do. So, literally the guy who was really good at everything immediately becomes ill. It's fantastic, you know. As we head towards Boiko, we stop in our tracks for a short break. Many are circled around a campfire, keeping warm and sharing stories. Demophanes is off in the distance, perhaps looking for some game. He reaches into the grass, but lets out a squeal immediately after. Bitten by a snake. We can let him rest. 1% chance he dies? Our trip is delayed by 3 months? We can let Puti treat him, which 82% chance I think is the way we're gonna go. Puti, do it. Did she do it? Is he dead? I feel like it would have told me if he died, but he's fine. Yes, Puti is awesome. And apparently we came across another man, Pano. Tolotang Bugis. Sorry, I'm just looking at his culture and religion there. He is false and narrow as his eyes. Narrow his eyes. Oh, he is false and narrows his eyes as I approach. God, I need to read better. Dwada Suawe be with you. I am Perek. Oh, we're passing through Pano. I thought his name was Pano. He is a dishonorable zealot. Yee. I'm sorry, but if you don't believe in the right gods, we don't want you. Hit the road. I think we might do that. You got to believe in the Greeks, somewhat. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna start really low. So I think we are here. An open invitation for notable travelers to stay with his household for a time is all the opportunity my followers and I need. And before he knows it, his wealth will be in my pockets. Oh, so we're stealing from him while we're here. Oh, great. We're stealing from a sadistic man. This will go fantastic. It's always a great thing. I think this is probably the best because, you know, we have that really amazing dude. Shit. Oh! He's just straight up not going to help us. Okay, fuck it. I think we're going to pay for him. I don't think we have a chance without him. He's better than all three combined. Okay, so the way I believe this works is this is the one that looks like a time, a sanddial, or whatever you call those, is for speed. So 57 days. Oh, great. He doesn't like. Oh, goodness. This is going to be interesting. 50 down to 51. And Putti. So 46. So our first ones are going to be really long until we get people. So he's 29 there, 26, and 10. Well, obviously she's going there. That's her best one, and 29. So we'll have a pretty good chance. And maybe... So I have to wait... Okay, it is 5 years. That's not too bad. So hopefully we can get at least one more person to fill out this. You know, none of these people are zealous, right? Otherwise, they might have to hit the road. I mean, toadying for profit. Our eventual goal is certainly to rob Bupati Majin of as much wealth as we can trick him into giving us. But till then, the better he thinks of us, the greater our eventual chances. Yeah, that makes total sense to me. This doesn't require anything too blatant. Some heartfelt compliments, well-placed laughter, the odd, suitably shocked gasp. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna play the man all the way, right? Just enough to make Majin feel powerful around us. Yeah. Oh God, we're terrible at diplomacy. Maximum. I mean, this will put us at 100. So I'm down for dropping 150. This won't get us it, and we're much more likely to. Yeah. I would rather give up some of our prestige to get that 100. And how much is this going to go up per phase? Oh God. Oh, it going up 5 per phase? Oh, we're gonna be here a while. Let's get that really going. As we trudge down the road. What road are we trudging down? We're sitting in the dude's place. Anyways, battered sign outside says the Royal Oak Inn. I don't think there's any oaks out here. Just no luck here tonight. We've barely got rooms for our current lodgers, let alone anyone new, and especially not you ragtag types. Whoa! You're saying that to leader Gaia of the Giants of Sovereign? Also, dope name. I did not notice that. Giants of Sovereign, right? We're with the Giants. I mean, if we're already going down that side of being gallows bait, 5% chance we kill a person, but we get Marauder. What does Marauder give us? I might need to speed that up. Marauder, prowess, general opinion, another general opinion hit. So a grand total of 3, but 2 max murder schemes. Because, you know, I mean, we might as well murder everybody. And she was, most notably, Gaia was involved in 2 different murder schemes in the Greek Pantheon. Let's go for it. Yeah, I saw that coming. I think everything is going incredibly well to start. Okay. Can we ring out any early advantage? 25% chance. Can't guard everything. 57 and we become a thief. 40. Do we want... I mean, we need money. Let's go for it. Oh, God. I think that is a grand total of, other than him... Dude, I had a woman for you to marry in our own camp. Let's see if she's willing to run away with you. Can we go 3 for 3? Good. She is ambitious and deceitful. Hell yeah. Oh, that good. Good boy. Get that strange that helps us. Wait, she's not religious, right? Okay. Where are we? There we are. How's your scheme going? Let's get going. It's still taking forever. I wonder, actually. Really? So there's crimes of passion. There's cluster tents. I have my PLA. Come across a gaggle of followers having dinner around a small hearth. So the new girl. Oh no. Nas. I already Nessie. Nessa? Is that what I said her name would be? Nezerade. And Puti, are amongst them, and they start having a fight. Neza mutters something unaudible, and then Puti goes into a blind rage. I'm sorry, but you have to control your reactions in life. They are not dueling to the death. I'm gonna have to intervene. Okay, so I had the amazing forethought. Let's remove you from there. That's fine. Because that will speed us up so much. Like 20 days. We're just having a great start, right? But I think this is more fun. Oh my god. I really don't care. So there's another fight. Demo and Puti. She seems to be involved in a lot. Simply folding his arms across the chest. It can't be your spot if it's got my tent up in it. Please. I mean, I'm gonna side with him. He's better. And also, he's got a point. If the tent's already up, it's his spot. Away from camp. Oh, we might get our first thing soon. Is probably not the absolute most skilled. She's an 8. She is poor. Better yourself is bettering yourself. She's applying herself, determined to learn. So everyone, we can just give everybody. Oh, I thought. Okay, let's start with thought. Reading through. Diplomacy challenge. We can increase her diplomacy by 1, but she gains stress, or she gains stress and loses opinion. Why does Puti gain diplomacy? What? Or we can just leverage the diplomacy for 20 days of progress. I think that might be the best. Everybody can get opinion. I think, actually, looking at the opinion over there, they're great, okay, terrible, absolutely terrible. So that will affect 3, but I think the 20 days is worth more to us. He says, hoping. Let's just throw that back on 3. Well, I am thinking. Fabricate hooks, fertility, seduce, dark insights, dreadful. Truth is relative. I think these ones, murder phase, exposing secrets. Oh, we can get a shit ton of prestige that way. Digging for dirt, and then expose secrets. I just had an idea for a ton of prestige. We can just go to Tang. Just go to the Emperor level title and just start exposing everybody's secrets on the way out the door, right? I think that's totally a smart idea. Let's just piss off the first Emperor we come across. I mean, we went to the first dukedom and started immediately trying to steal shit. I think it'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, let's get going. Should be a little bit slow to start, obviously, so we can... I don't think we want to break them up. I think we'll just say good for them. Also, what the hell happened to her face already? Did I just miss that? Oh. I think I just missed that. She is scarred, like, quite scarred. Starving soldiers. Huh. Starving soldiers. A figure stumbles into the camp, dirty and tired, clearly in need of a square meal. His name is Bangna, he says. There are more like me. He gestures off into the distance. All of us left to rot after every after every petty conflict ends. I mean, we did just see a fight going down here. Our sword arms work as well as ever, but our lot is to wander and starve. We're the only ones left who won't rob the vulnerable for food and valuables. His eyes glint with determination despite his haggard bearing. I'd rather die. So you're better than I, but more foolish. What'll happen? Bengi gives us money. We become the owner of a fine brooch. So this is basically saying we'll rob the vulnerable. Okay. I don't know if we want to go down that way, but apparently it'll make us lose stress. And we get money and a fine brooch. I mean, he doesn't believe in the right gods. No. He seems like an okay dude, just, across the board average or just slightly poor. We could have him join us as a champion. We don't have many champions. We have one champion right now. We can give him some food and possibly get one martial monthly prestige. I think we'll just recruit him. Why do they hate us so much? Male dominated. I forget that's the thing. Cultural acceptance really low because, and then Hellenism is hostile. Okay. Two agents seem to have found common cause and our plan beyond the basic goals. So, okay, the two ladies are working together now. See, it's just not Pooty. She doesn't get along with anybody. The general rhetoric required confidence stricter. Speechcraft and general rhetoric. Para. I'm just going to call it Para. Para Meswari, I believe that is how it's pronounced. Has taken to studying what Nezatere does differently to herself in the hopes of improving his own skills. I was like, didn't this dude just marry her? Did I read that wrong? Is she not a lady? Yeah, okay, she is. Oh, bad translation. Harmless enough in theory, but it doesn't help our overall goal. I don't know. So, Para's diplomacy can increase by 2. Not bad. We can make them focus on the goal, which scheme phase length is 20 days faster per scheme phase. I think, but that's just for this one. For 5 years. That actually might be a little bit more important than having the diplomacy. Or I can get just straight up 500 diplomacy lifestyle experience. I think we'll get them working faster. The sooner we can get the ball rolling, and this thing underway, wow. Yeah, we should totally just find a home here and invade already. No, we can both beat both. So we have 15 advantage, but I don't think we're gonna. Let's see, because I think that's exactly what you have. This adds 5 and this adds 10. Yeah, we're not gonna run that for a bit. There's something I wanted to look at, but I don't remember what it was. Okay, so these two are now fighting. Everybody's fighting all the time. All the first time is just everybody fighting. Perhaps it was foolish of me to choose 2 people who seem to hate each other to act as my aides in this contract. They seem to be constantly fighting. Demophanes and Menastere. Nezareti. I'm never going to get her name right. Still, no matter their loathing, they seem to be able to focus on the job at hand. Good, that's fine. Wait, try to keep them apart. 20 days slower. Force them to work together. I mean, Maximus, and I'm going to leave them alone, which is both. A slight decrease in both. I think we're going to take the slight decrease in both, just to start out, because... I think we're going to go for it again. Try and get $50 early. That didn't work, but apparently we're now out in ruins somehow. We're going from trying immediately to steal from him to being in ruins. I think, just wandering the area. Scouting ahead of the camp. There's a ramshackle collection of traders. They're gathered around some large but old and ruined buildings. I mean, we don't really need the provisions, so let's try our luck. I think we're rolling low on everything today. It just doesn't seem to be our day. Okay, so monastery is Menazarit. I'm never going to get that right. It's certainly an asset to my contract, providing skill, wisdom, guidance as best she can at every turn. Most recently, she's offering to help tutor me. Is she actually better than me? She's better than me at something. Or Gaia, I should say. Ho! Yes, she's much better. Talents redirected, so we can either scheme growth 1%. That's not really worth it, because this would be increasing our learning by 2. I think we have failed like everything we could to get a nice, good start. And I think we're just going to let that tick up. I think we're going to go with Traveler. Sorry, this means to an end. I've seen this a couple times. That's why I didn't read it out immediately. So I sit by my pavilion, letting the sounds and smells of the camp wash over me. It's different from a life within the safe walls of a palace, so very different. Well, I mean, right now we're kind of sitting in a palace, trying to steal from this dude. But the freedom is easy to enjoy, no obligations, no counselors yapping, no dignitaries to entertain, none of the downsides of the trappings of power. Yet these freedoms are dearly purchased. The constant scraping for survival wears thin. Increasingly, every night I yearn for a proper bed. I mean, there's a bed right behind her. What are you talking about? I must claim some land for the future. I don't think we're going to go with that. It gives a little bit of bonuses, but I don't think it quite suits the character yet. I think we want to travel first. So we get Traveler. We get some Wanderer experience, which I think that's a little bit slow. Diplomacy, learning, health boost, and travel speed. I think that's probably the best we can really get for it. Those would be safety and speed would be nice. And, a little bit of that. But what is flexible leader? I don't know if I don't even know if we can lead an army. I think Traveler is just the best choice at the start. Because we'll max that out pretty quick as we move down. I think we're going to... No, I can't. I already forgot which way I said we were going to go. So, without friends or protection, I am interrupted from my stroll near my pavilion by the approach of a nervous stranger, a man who introduces himself as Manara, and is clearly as alien to Temboko as I am. Oh, yeah, he looks... I mean... Are you sure? Oh! He has a completely different culture and religion than the guy we're staying with. So, apparently he is. Has no truck with those who worship differently from the lords and the ladies. Momentarily, he pauses, steeling himself for a clearly expected rejection. I understand if you're already too many people to care for, but if you will have me, I'll serve you loyal for all your days. We can increase our cultural acceptance. Or we can take him in. I think he's an average guy to start. Good fighting. I think we'll just take him. Get some people to start. And we got our first intrigue. Oh, we got our second one. I think digging for dirt, that'll give us just something else to use on those travels that is free. And Demophanes is now the trickster. I think that fits him well. He was like super good. This is going to take a while. Wait, what am I doing? We can now switch you out. Remove. He's way better. And who's this guy? Did I take this person? Banga the Able. With that mustache and those eyes, I definitely took him on. I don't know how I missed that. Um, I mean, let's get some money. So I'm guessing 20 gives us an increase of 15. No, it gives us an increase of 20. That is useful to know because I would have probably waited too long. Let's get a couple more phases done. I want to get the first one and actually succeed. Seems that Demophanes has been working towards things other than our goal with Bupati Majin. He's used his time to lay the groundworks for tricking a fair sum out of Majin, something he neglected to tell me before we overheard him boast about it on one of the camp hands. So basically, we can both make a little bit of coin. So we can split it. And I think that's what we'll do. So our guy doesn't like us a little bit more. But we need freaking money, right? You could probably find... Oh. Travails of a cook. I don't think we're being unreasonable, snarks the cook, who presumably drew the short straw in coming to speak to me, waving an arm dismissively at the surrounding terrain all the while. All this mountain game around has come even... All this mountain game around, and we can't even take the time to stock up on some of the little luxuries that make our food bearable. I sigh, we're the conversation already. Yes, the provisions are perhaps a bit below. We're like 80%. Wait, what is quite starting on provisions? 10% lower use, but we can just fill it up. Like, that's almost 4% of it. It's less, but it's like 3%, but a faithful visitor. Oh, goodness, we're just getting a whole bunch of people coming. It's because we have that active, the people coming, search for talent active. I might take that off, because this is a lot of people. We have a lusty monk. Am I able to change his name? Is there like a pin? Oh, barbershop. Oh, we can make scenes. Cool. Confirm. So we can either take him in, which 22 learning would really help us out with some things. Can I make him a knight? Because 17 prowess isn't bad. I don't think starting with inflexible worshiper is a great job currently. We will let him stay, but do we want to keep him with us? Oh, there's a 40% chance he stays. Let's just get some trade experience, you know, because we can't really move around while we're defrauding this dude of money. Let's try thieving for the third time, you know. I find myself making such noises when sitting down at the campfire in the evening now. The elders always talk about how that happens, but I'm only 20. We started and she was 16. It's been 5 years trying to steal this dude's money? Oh, God. I'm gonna need the entire Greek Pantheon before we get over to the, Mount Olympus. The rain has urged most of my followers to seek refuge under the same palm. Paras ardently vociferates at the middle of the crowd. I seek to obscure my presence. That doxy, that absolutely useless fool. Can you not see that she is incapable of governing her own camp? This little twat mongrel. Oh, she is slow. They don't have to like me. So, again, we don't have a trait here. I don't know. Gallows Bait Traveler. Yeah, we don't have any physical traits. I think she would be like, okay, we have to keep people on our side to start, right? Like, you need people with you. So we'll try and again, it's not much food. We're probably just going to island hop over to somewhere else. So these two people are starting to get along. I think she's gonna die. Oh, she's wounded and infected wounded. Yeah, she's totally dying. We're not making it to there. We're just gonna steal her treasure map. Good to see them getting along. Finally. Okay. Oh, there we go. Execute. We're at 80%. Every angle. We made the big one, and we made 100 gold. All of that for 100 gold. Okay. Well, let's see. How bad is our gallows bait? Okay, we're not terrible yet. We're not getting, you know, the negative general opinions. So general opinion is -2, but our courtier and guest opinion. Oh, so that just cancels out. Okay, I see how that works. And then specific, probably related to, yeah, if you're, you know, a bandit, landholders won't like you. Okay, makes sense. We'll have to wipe those eventually if we want to, you know, be better. Okay, so there's a decision I missed and forgot about. Oh, we could have it as a tribal holding. We will notify that, and we'll just a 18% chance, or a 20% chance we get something, or 30% chance we get. Whoo. I don't think it's worth rolling against being wounded. Can I say no? Oh no, I have to go now. Let's go there. Oh, thank goodness. We're not wounded. Okay. So we can visit tribal holding, go fishing. You know, it's been a stressful day for her. Oh. I wonder if we get to keep going even if she's not with us. I wonder if we just stole that old dying lady's treasure map. Oh. This looks interesting. Oh, well. I think this can be the end of the first episode for this series. I'm hoping to probably do a bit more instead of just, you know, one little thing. But let's look quickly at Hellenism. So the Vatican, yeah, I don't think that's going to be able to be ever flipped. Servia. Oh, maybe that's where Mount Olympus is. Okay, yes. That makes sense. That would be Mount Olympus. If that is the... I think that it should be our goal to try and get that one specifically. Whether it's with this character or a future character. Let's go back. I'm going to quickly look. Hellenic. Tunis. That might actually be the easiest one to swap somehow. Athens, Alexandria would be hard. I think that one's probably the poorest of all of these. Like, those are all maybe Servia, but that's deep in Orthodox territory. It'll be interesting. So, I think that's one of the goals, is trying to get that, though this might be damn near impossible. Because, I mean, these pilgrimages are easy. You just, especially with these traveling caravans, we just pop in beside it, and then we basically get it. Like, we move our camp close by, and then you can pilgrimage really easily. That's champion the Trojan culture. Well, nobody's Trojan other than us. So that might also be impossible. Levy the Outcast is a possibility. But yeah, I'm going to go fishing, and then what I'll do is I'll post this, and if you have any ideas of how we should maybe go forward with our now 22-year-old lady, we're going to have to find ourselves a husband pretty quick. Because, like I said, as much as Gaia is famed for popping out babies in Greek myths, it's not happening in game. Maybe, actually, one thing I thought, because I was like, oh, it doesn't really make sense No, wrong one. Maybe the seducer one, because it does give fertility. Like, she's known for having childs. Attraction penalties in seduce removes attraction penalties. Um, Removes rank differences. So maybe seducer might be good for her as well. Just seduce all the peoples. Again, way more fertility. Whoa. Sorry, just read that. I think this is the last thing I'm going to look at. Lovers are less likely to join murder schemes against you. That's great. Lovers are more likely to save you in case of attempted murders. But a successful seduce scheme against rulers will add the target to your roll of patrons and give you a weak hook if you choose to become lovers. You know that idea I had about going to Tang? And getting secrets from the Emperor? Maybe we can try seducing the Emperor? But yeah, thank you for being here. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.